Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today we're going to be looking into this album's 30th anniversary, and it's from one of my personal favorite bands and artists. As you can see below the title, today we're going to be looking into Conspiracy by King Diamond, his fourth album released on August 21st, 1989 through Roadrunner Records. Now, of course, King Diamond doesn't need an introduction. One of the best metal frontman of all time, of course, with his solo band, and of course with Merciful Fate. This is his fourth solo effort, and with like most of King Diamond's solo albums, especially his earlier stuff, they're like a concept album. And right here is his fourth concept album, and this is a sequel to the previous album, which came out a year before, called Them. And sort of like the concept for this album is an adult version of King Diamond returns to the House of Amon to reclaim his rightful place as heir to the house. However, unanswered questions about his sister's death, his mother's involvement with a diabolical therapist, and his own madness all prove to be difficult, if not insurmountable obstacles. And he makes a deal with them to return control of the house to them in exchange for the chance to see his now dead sister Missy again. He believes she can get help to answer some of his questions. An agreement is reached, and Missy returns from the grave nightly to help King uncover some of the mysteries from them. But as a spirit, she can't save him from the plot against him. Try as she may warn him, and his mother and his doctor conspired to get rid of him permanently in order to inherit the house themselves. When they think they're successful, the album closes with the King's promise to torture and haunt them forever beyond the grave. And that's kind of fucking metal if you ask me that. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this track by track. Now, starting it off is the song At the Graves, which starts off with some piano, and King's sort of like sad voice comes in singing about his sister Missy. See right in there, who was killed by them. And I just like how the song explodes into an awesome chorus. Heavy guitars and King Diamond's high-pitched voice is just great. Right, and the verses are actually dialogues between like King and Missy, and King is glad that they have returned and hopes she can sing again. And the song itself is about like 8 minutes, and it kind of jumps into every direction. Fast guitar solos from Andy LaRocque and Pete, and it changes into like a slow riffing section into like the main theme again. And the song ends with a fast riff with the keyboards in the background. Sleepless Nights, which starting with some fast guitars and pinch harmonics. During the acoustic verses, the story continues. It was right in there. I'm not even going to talk about the story since I just said it. Hey, but overall, all the music is just great. Lies, which heavy guitars again during the intro, and here, and King starts to sing about King meeting Dr. Landau, who is the shrink in the asylum, and the song is pretty straightforward with like fast riffs and King Diamond screaming and some weird keyboards near the end. Nothing special, but it's still a good song. A Visit from the Dead, which has a very beautiful intro, acoustic solos by Andy and Pete, and in the dream, King is playing with Missy in the garden. It's very peaceful. It stays that way for about 2 minutes, and then electric guitars enter as King suddenly wakes up, and the feeling of the song sort of like changes completely with fast lyrics by King Diamond and mean guitars. And the chorus is very catchy. Missy in the room with King standing in the darkness, and she's warning that something bad's about to happen. And some people will say that this is one of the worst songs on the album, but I don't understand why. And at the end, Missy is singing I'll Send You Into a Dream, which is, of course, the next song called The Wedding Dream. And starting off with a wedding jingle, King sings about his mother that he sees in his dream. And his mother is wearing like a wedding dress and walking down the aisle with Dr. Landau beside her. And suddenly the doctor is gone, and King Mom is lying on the ground. King has a bloody axe in his hand. He tries to escape the dream but fails. But putting the story aside, the song is worse than the ones before it. Like the chorus with the jumping riffs doesn't really fit like the feel of the song. I don't hate it or like it. It's just or like this song. It's just part of the story. Then we go into Amon Belongs to Them. A more typical intro again, just heavy riffing and drums. I was on here. Just I dig it. Something weird, and King is being out of the game for a while, and this is like an instrumental by Andy LaRocque, and the name of the song fits actually, starting with some distant guitar sounds, and the song is very weird from start to finish. Acoustic guitar gives it kind of like a happy feel in the middle before returning into like that menacing guitar sound at the end. Victimized, which which like the story picks up with King is left on the lying on the ground, and his mother and doctor go to the local church to see the Reverend Samuel, and Landau tells him about the king and converts the preacher to the conspiracy with them, and the preacher is sure that the king is controlled by Satan himself. And like the music, it has like some ominous guitar work and slowing. Still, it's nothing special. Let It Be Done. Only keyboards and some weird effects with vocals here, and the song ends the story. The priest puts the king in the coffin where the king's mother and the doctor set it on fire with a torch, which is kind of crazy. And then the last song on the album is called Cremation, which is one of the best songs on the whole album. It starts with a riff and it's played throughout the song. It has a very aggressive feel to it. Wait, and this would be like amazing if heard live, and there's no solos, and it's pretty much the same from start to finish, but it's still very cool. And this song is only instrumental with only like a couple happy lines from King at the end, where he like says, "Wherever the darkest near, I will turn from the grave to haunt you, godforsaken whore." Now overall, Conspiracy is a good album, so if I were to give this album a score, I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, I'm also planning on reviewing all of King's albums leading up till probably November, so probably will review the rest of them probably later in the fall if you want me to. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to, and also let me know what you guys think of Conspiracy, and I'll see you all in the next video, and as always, keep it metal.